video for you today. It is all about fluffy brushes and their amazing ways they can diffuse makeup and help with your eyeshadow application. Don't mind me, there are going to be days where I am not going to wear makeup, and today is Sunday and I don't feel like putting on makeup today. Yeah, at least my hair is done. That's a plus. So let's get into it. The brushes that we're going to talk about today are mainly my go-to brushes. So they're my main fluffy blending type brushes. So let's get started with my most favorites and ones that, well, I have one that's travel friendly. So one of my favorite brushes is the e.l.f. C brush. They sell these online. I haven't seen them at the store for a long time. I don't know, they might have them there, but I know they have them online for like $3. This brush looks like this. It's a very wide, dense brush. It's amazing. This is my number one brush to do highlight under my brow. Yeah, that's what I use it for. That's the only time I use this brush. This is my go-to brow highlight brush just because it picks up a lot of color and it works. It's amazing and I totally recommend this brush, and it's cheap, $3. I mean, can't go wrong with $3. My next brush is my travel brush. This one is very comparable to the MAC 217 and also a Morphe brush. So this is the Sigma E25. I got this a long time ago from Sigma. I believe I got it when I got my kabuki brushes from there. That's a whole nother video I'm going to do on face brushes. So this is the travel friendly one. I do use this, and it's very comparable to the MAC 217, which is, where is it? Where is it? No, that's not it either. Oh my god, I don't know where it is. Where's my 217? Hold on. Okay, I found my MAC 217. I thought I had all of them out. No, I don't. So here's the MAC 217. I know you guys, my camera is really old and ghetto, and I don't have a newer camera. It's what I have. It's what I'm using, and yeah. So here they are compared to each other. We're just going to back up like this. I might do some inserts on the side somewhere. I might. I can't promise anything though. So here they are. These two brushes are really good. They have the Sigma E25 has the same density as the MAC 217, and this is the MAC 217. So I really like this brush because it packs color and it also blends, and the density on it is a medium density. So you're going to get color, or you're going to get the blendability of something more fluffy, if that makes sense. So yeah, those are my favorite brushes. The next brush I have is the MAC 221. This is more narrow and a lot fluffier. It's not as dense, so this is gonna put color on but blend it out. So I really like this brush to blend out my crease colors. See, look at that. It fits right in my crease. It's amazing. I love this brush. And I'll talk about MAC brushes probably more toward the end of the video because they've changed them to synthetic, which really bites, but this is a really good brush. This is my go-to crease brush if I want to blend anything crease-wise. Next brush I have is a Morphe 441. I have a lot of Morphe brushes. I know there's a lot of people that don't like Morphe because they shed, they don't have good quality, but any brush that I've bought through Morphe have been amazing. I haven't had any of them shed, and I use them all the time. I wash them all the time, and I don't have any problems with this. So this brush I have two of. and I like to clean blend the edges on my eyeshadow. So if I have packed on color on my lid, I'll just take this in small little circles and blend the color out. It works really well for that. So I have a clean one, and then if I want a soft, medium color all over my lid, I'll use one of these, and it's the dirty one that I have. Next brush I have is the Scony blending brush. This guy right here. Rose gold ferrule, black handle. My brushes are dirty because I use them, and I'm okay with that. So they're not pristine. I want you to know that I use these brushes. So this is a more fluffy brush. I mean, see how flexible that is. This brush is going to give you a more diffused color. So if you just want to use one color on the lid, just use that brush and it'll just blend it out. So if you're sculpting your eyelids just for your no makeup days, I totally recommend a brush like that. And you just put this in the crease, a light wash of color on your eye, and it works out great. So the next brush is a 433. This is also comparable to the MAC 217. This one also, this is a little bit more fluffier than the MAC 217. Just like a hair. Like the MAC 217 is really dense, but this one is a medium density. So it still packs color, but it's a little bit fluffier for depending on the look you want to do, really. So I really enjoy this brush too. I have two of them, one for clean blending and one for blending colors on my eyelid. So if you hear a lawnmower, I'm sorry. Yeah, there's never a good time to film. So the next brush that I absolutely love is the NYX brush. I bought this at Ulta. This is the number 16, and they sell these online. Sorry, there's no good time, right? Excuse me. So this NYX brush is a great brush. I want to say I want to pay $9 for it. It's pricier, but it's a NYX professional brush that's really good quality. I remember one time I went to Ulta to go pick up another one. Usually I have two brushes, one for dirty, one for cleaning. Anyway, so I go to Ulta and there's six or seven of them left, and this lady just straight grabbed all of them in the cubby, and I'm just like, what about me? What about everybody else that wanted one of those brushes? Like, people that do that, like, really? Do you really need 6 of them? Maybe she was teaching a class, I don't know. Anyway, on with the lawnmower scene, right? Okay. My most favorite brush is the Morphe E30. This guy right here. This is a part of their Elite series. This is a really bomb brush. So if I'm putting a cream color on my lid or an eyeshadow primer, I use this guy with powder to set it. It's really good. I'll even do no makeup days and just use this for my eyeshadow crease color. I mean, look how big this is. This just covers your entire lid with a swipe of powder or eyeshadow. Okay, on we go. So you just pretty much swipe just like this and it's done. Like, you can even blend foundations with this too. It's really good. I love it. So my next fluffy brush is more of a tiny crease brush. This is the Morphe 507. This guy goes right into the crease. My eyes are slightly hooded, so this fits perfectly in there. Can you see that? Perfectly in my crease. This is also great for blending out shadow in the bottom. It's tiny enough where if you just want a bit of color in there, it's really good. I recommend this brush too. Morphe brushes are very inexpensive. They're between, my blending brushes that I bought, they're between $3 and $6. I mean, you can't beat that in a brush. I'm sorry that some of you haven't had the best of luck with them, but they really are. They are worth it to me. Okay, the next brush I have is the Morphe M330 brush. This is a tapered blending brush like the MAC 224. So I want to show you both of them right here. So this is the Morphe, no, MAC, sorry. This is MAC and this is Morphe. So you can tell that the Morphe brush right here is more pointed and the 224 is more flat and rounded at the top. Oh, finally, yes. Finally, the lawnmower is done. Thank you, Jesus. Well, for a minute anyway. So, these two brushes are really good, fluffy, light. See how bouncy they are. They are really good for a wash of color and blending your edges too. This is more for the crease work if you really want to get into the crease because it has the point to it. So these brushes are really good. So all of these brushes that I've mentioned today are pretty much my go-to brushes that I reach for. Like some of them I have two of, some of them I get a lot of use out of. So all my brushes will be listed down below in the product description, and also I'll leave links on where you can purchase these brushes. I totally recommend them. Like, they are a game changer in your makeup application. Pretty much I'll show you here what you're gonna do. The key to makeup application is don't use a heavy hand. Barely touch your skin. Do circular motions, do windshield wiper motions, packing motions, flick motions if you want to do like a sharp edge on the outer corner of your eye. These are also great for really smoking out your lower lash line to make it really diffused and blended out. They're amazing. You can also use these as a brow highlight. There's so many uses to these brushes that you can do what you want with them. And there's been times where I've used this as an inner corner highlight, or I've used this as a highlighter brush on the side of my face. So now I lost what I freaking recorded. Really? Maybe it only does it in increments. I don't know. Joy. I hope I covered everything. I guess I'm gonna review it and find out, won't I? Anyway. Blending brushes are just used at your discretion. You can do whatever you want with them. You can use them for highlight, you can use them for blending. It's pretty much up to you. They're amazing, they're wonderful, and they're inexpensive. If you're smart, you can get them, they're inexpensive. I'll also leave links down below on some other brush websites that are inexpensive. I know Crown is one of them. I used to shop at Crown all the time, and they have very comparable brushes to the high-end ones. Now the thing about MAC brushes, unfortunately, you can still get the ones that I talked about, but they've changed their brushes to synthetics, so they don't, some of them work better, some of them just don't perform as the originals, and I've had my originals for years, and when I first started out in makeup, I saved up my coins, my money for those MAC brushes, because MAC was like a huge, iconic makeup company. I mean, you go into Dillard's or wherever they were at, Macy's, and you just go to the MAC counter. It was the first makeup that I ever bought, and the colors, everything. But now makeup has grown so huge that everybody does color now. And I don't really go toward MAC eyeshadows. I have them and I love them, but just there's so many other brands out there that it's just, yeah, I don't know. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am going to make a mini series. So my next video will be up soon, and it will be on a different type of brush that I use. But if you have any questions on how to use these, or if you want me to make a video on how to use them properly to get the results you want, let me know down in the comments below, and we'll see you guys later. Bye.